in Massachusetts there, and 73 and all the best from the northeast part of England. 429 from 029, over and out. Roger 73, and this is 029 going to RC, over and out.
CQ. 151, South Carolina, standing by.
Yeah, 151, South Carolina. I think that's Mirror Junkie there, if I'm not mistaken. This is Daniela, 029, coming.
Good afternoon to you. 029, Daniela, how are you this weekend? Hope you're having a great day. I heard you on the radio. I thought I'd jump on here, especially where you were just talking to my friend Tony in Massachusetts. I'm not hearing that 429, but I heard you talking to him. Good afternoon to you, Daniela.
Yes, good afternoon, John. Yes, I was just talking to Tony there, and now I'm talking to you. Amazing. Well, you're 59 plus 20, 59 plus 20. I have to admit I was watching your videos before, and I saw the video when you were talking to my friend Mark, 1305. That was a very amazing, astonishing contact there. I do know Mark pretty well. He's around 20 miles away there from me. So it's a really extraordinarily, big surprise to me to see him on a YouTube video there. Back to you, John.
Copy that. Yeah, I have Mark on a couple of videos, I believe. Yeah, Mark's a great contact. Yeah, whenever I hear him on there, just like you, I'm going to jump on here just to say hello, because you guys over there, all of you, everybody over in England, I have never had a bad contact over there. But yeah, people like you and Mark, oh yeah, I'm going to jump right on here just to say hello, because I don't hear you all that often.
Yeah, QS John all received, and yeah, always a pleasure to talk to you. There's the heavy radio traffic on this frequency. Keep up the good work with promoting the hobby. Really nice to see some YouTube videos of the 11 meter, and look forward to hearing again. 151 from 029 over and out. 73.
Copy that, Daniela. Yeah, I got some traffic over here too, but you are coming right over all of it. All right, 029. Hey, thank you so much for the contact, and I hope you have a great weekend. You got 151, Moa Junkie here in South Carolina saying 73s.
Likewise, have a great weekend, and lovely to talk.
Good morning, North America. This is 19 November 460. 27410, 27410.
Let's see if we can reach Leah too.
Good morning, North America. 19 November 462.
Needle Bender 462, 151, South Carolina calling you.
Good morning, 151 South Carolina. Happy to hear you. Nice to make contact with you. You are Signal 9 Radio 5, over.
Copy that. You're doing 5 and 7 over here, I believe is what that meter was saying. Good afternoon to you, Leah. How's everything today? You getting a lot of DX in there?
It was quiet for a little while. At first it was rather well, and then it was pretty quiet for a while. I wasn't getting out good enough, and then I found out that over in the USA you had a lot of noises, and then the last hour it's a lot better. I forgot your personal. Can you bring that back to me?
I believe you asked for my personal. Suddenly I've got a lot of noise on this channel. I think it's bleeding over from channel above or below. Leah, we're going to have to cut this short. The personal here is John. You have John on this end, also known as Moa Junkie in South Carolina. Leah, it was great to reach you, and I hope you have a good weekend. 73s to you.
Wish we could hear each other better. Wish we could hear each other better. Perhaps next time. Perhaps next time. Well, the pieces are not bad at the moment for me, but still you have those noises, and I will look for another frequency for more contact. Thank you. 1514627. Bye-bye.
QSK there, John. Mr. Moa Junkie 151, Whiskey Radio 456, East Coast of England, standing by.
456. You came booming in here. You got a loud station and a good sounding one. 456. Good afternoon to you. 151. Moa Junkie waving a hand to you.
Waving a hand to you there, John. Great to hear you again at last there. I knew we would speak again eventually there. Great to hear you there, my friend. You've got Richard, this side operator Richard, from East Coast of England, the county of Norfolk. We have spoken lots of times before there, John. You know, I think you know who I am there. I'm in the county of Norfolk there, East Coast of England there, QSL.
Copy that, Richard. You're not far from Kate, are you? You're within talking distance of Needlebender 01, aren't you?
Yeah, I believe Kate is in Canterbury. She's, I think she's quite a few miles below my location. I'm in Norfolk. I'm in the county of Norfolk. And, yeah, I spoke to you the last time I spoke as well there, John. And I'm also subscribed to your YouTube channel there. So, I normally try and put comments on YouTube channel there, but I've been a bit busy lately. But I knew I'd hear you maybe today there, because you're about the fourth station I've had today to the Carolinas. And you're like 15 dB over there, John. You're absolutely cracking across the pond today there, QSL.
Well, thank you so much, Richard. Hey, you're doing an awesome job over here, too. I have absolutely no problems hearing you. You got loud station there and great signal. Hey, Richard, it's awesome to talk to you again, and I hope you also have a great weekend. I'm going to step out of here, so I'm going to say 73s to you. 456, Richard, over there in England. Hey, have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too there, John. Been a pleasure to talk to you there, my friend. And, yeah, really a good contact there, John. I think that's as strong as I've ever spoken to you, I think, there, my friend. You really are strong. You've eaten your wheat a bit today there, my friend. But God bless to you and to Barbara as well there. And hopefully I'll leave a message on YouTube channel for you as well there. 73 there, my friend. God bless and good DX. And always a pleasure from 456 East Coast of England.
Copy that, Richard. Barbara is in the other room, and she just yelled out, "Thank you!" And she says, "God bless to you." Hey, Richard, have a good one. We'll talk to you later. 151, South Carolina. I'll be standing by.
Yeah, bless her. Yeah, great to talk to you there, my friend. Really is there. It's made my day. I'll be looking forward to talking to you there for ages there, John. Just haven't either had the time or the conditions, but, or just, you know, not met in the middle, as they say there. But, yeah, fantastic contact there. Fantastic. He made my day there, John. 73 there, my friend. Good DX. Always a pleasure from 456 East of England.
Well, Richard, you know what? We got such a good connection going here. Let me ask you a couple of questions. What are you running for equipment over there? What do you got for a radio and an antenna?
Yeah, we've had a few changes since I spoke to you last time there. We're on a Kenwood 570D. The microphone is an MC60 desk microphone going through a W2 IHY EQ Plus, some audio gear. And we're going through a 2-element Moxon as well at the moment there. I used to speak to you on the homemade vertical, but I'm on a 2-element Moxon pointing your direction roughly 20 feet in the air with 200 whiskies from an RM amplifier there, John. QSL.
Wow, you got that station set up well. I can't believe how strong you're coming in on only 200 watts. That thing is doing fantastic. And I'm glad to hear you got that Moxon up. I have been contemplating building one of those for over a year now. One of these days I'm going to get off my ass and I'm going to build one of those. Everybody I talk to on a 2-element Moxon is just doing fantastic. I have to try one.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. Yeah, they're good antenna. They are a good antenna. I was going to make one myself there. As you know, I'm a bit of an experimenter myself there. I was going to make one, but with the prices of everything in the UK at the moment there, John, it just wasn't viable to make one there. So it was quite a bit cheaper to buy one, which is ridiculous. But, you know, I bought this one from England from the guys in England there, up in Midlands there, I believe. And yeah, I bought it there, and it's been a fantastic antenna. A very heavy-duty build quality, and simple to set up. Works really, really good there. I'm very, very pleased with it. And seems to work ace in this location. I can't fault it there. Works fantastic there. Bought solely because it was on a Black Friday offer. Saved lots of money on it, and also for the backdoor rejection as well there, John, to try and cover some of the noise from Europe there when the DX is strong now. Absolute mess on the vertical here now, and you can't hear a thing there. It's just a complete noise. So I think it's just this location there, John. It just seems to come across here very, very good there now. But yeah, the Moxon is fantastic there. 30 dB of backdoor rejection, which is fantastic for this location, and I can actually hear people there, John, now. QSL?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. On my house I have a straight vertical antenna, and down here in my shop I have a 2-element Yagi, and it's the same thing. A lot of times in the house there's just too much noise coming in because it's picking up from every direction. Come down here and use the beam, and oh, the rejection is just so nice, because then yeah, you can turn it right towards who you want to talk to and cut out all the other stations. Hey Richard, I'm so glad you got that thing in the air. Alright, I'll let you go now, and thanks for updating me on the station. Hey, keep rocking that Kenwood and getting that DX. Richard, have a good one.
Yeah, QSL there, John. Yes, many thanks for the flowers. Yeah, before I go there, John, what are you using your side there? Because you're absolutely smoking across here, man. It's unbelievable. It's like you're in the room with me there, John. But, yeah, what is it you're using? What antenna are you using there, John? Back to you.
I'm on my 2-element homemade Yagi. I have it about 26 feet up off the ground, and just on an old TV rotor. Just that homemade Yagi, that's all it's doing it. Well, it's getting hit with probably about 500 whiskeys, so it's getting a little bit of drive behind it.
Yeah, yeah, that'll keep you warm in the winter months there, John. That's great. But yeah, I think I'll watch you build that antenna on your channel there. As I say, I normally leave comments on there for you, but yeah, it's certainly working well there, John. It's absolutely honking out. It really is there. Very, very strong there. And good, decent power behind it as well there. So yeah, you're working well with that there, John. That's fantastic there. Yeah, what radio are you on? Are you on one of your old school radios there, John? Are you on the old Anytone there? Back to you.
I am actually on one of my brand new radios. I'm on the Radioddity QT60. It's the same radio as an Anytone Quad 5 N2. And I'm looking at it right now. I might be driving the amp a little hard because it's showing the SWR around 1.5, but it's doing all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, just watch the amp, but yeah, the radio sounds nice. I did see it on your channel there. It looks a nice radio there. I have the older version, the non-turbo as they call it there. I have the older version, and that also works very, very well as well there. But yeah, that one sounds sweet there, that John. I don't know if it's a standard microphone, but it sounds very, very nice there. QSL.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's the stock microphone on it. I have tried a lot of different mics on it. There are a bunch of them that sound as good as this mic, but not better. So I run it with the stock one. Why change what's working? Yeah, it's doing all right. I also have the first generation of this radio. I love them both. First and second generation. They are awesome radios.
QSL. Yeah, I can't fault my one. What I paid for it there was a bargain really when they first come out, and yeah, it worked very, very well there. Everyone said it sounds nice on transmitter there, but yeah, I've not used it for a little while, so maybe I'll plug it in and try it later. Blow some cobwebs off it there, but yeah, that's fantastic there, John. Working really, really well there. I think that's what that is. That's the best I've heard you, I think there, John. Certainly the strongest there. So we must definitely have a good opening there to you today there, and absolutely phenomenal there. But I won't tie the band up there, John. I can hear a few people on there calling now, so I think you've I think you've woken them up there, John. Take care then, my friend. God bless to you. Been an absolute pleasure to speak to you again there. And look after yourself, keep safe. And really, really pleased with this contact there, John. All the best to you then, my friend. Good DX from 456, East Coast of England.
Copied all of that, Richard. All right, hey, have a good one. And yeah, we definitely had a direct line connection today. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the QSO. 456 in England. Richard, have yourself an awesome weekend. You got 151 Moa Junkie in South Carolina saying 73s.
Yeah, 73 to you there, John. Yeah, you've just hit 15 dB over 9 there, John, just for a go. The last over was 15 dB over 9. It's absolutely phenomenal there, really is. That's crazy, like a pipeline. Take care then, my friend. God bless to you. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon from 456 East of England.
Hello, the Moa Junkie. Needlebender 01.
Needlebender 01. Good afternoon, Kate. What's going on today? Hey, I'm glad to hear you on here.
Hey, I can hear you talking. I think it's Richard. I just got a voice, a tiny little voice on Richard there. I don't know how far away he is from me, but we're on the Washington again, so we're on the old school Washington.
Copy that. You're sounding fantastic. Yeah, so that Washington's sounding really good. And yes, I was just speaking with Richard, 456. Yeah, he says he's a little ways away from you. Not real far, but maybe just out of reach.
Hey, absolutely. Well, we're getting everywhere today. We got down under this morning, and I just spoke to a guy in Montana, and I had to even look it up on the map. I'd never made the trip to Montana before, and you know, he was on the 827, so he was on the ground plane as well there. Back to you.
Ah, that's very cool. Montana's a tough one. Yeah, I don't think there's a real lot of radio operators in Montana. That was a great contact.
Hey, absolutely. I think his name, well, it's Mr. Bob, and he was 99, I think. So 99 Mr. Bob on the ground plane. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that.
Nice. Well, you're doing a good job today. You are, you're pounding in here. You're coming in strong. I got a good, clean copy on you. I hear other people in the background, but you're coming in over them. I had the same type of contact with Richard. I had like a direct connect with him also. You're doing the same.
Hey, that's really cool. Well, you actually did go into the 30, and I heard you've been talking to Richard for quite a while. It came in from like 5, and then you were going right into the 30 plus, so it's absolutely nuts, John. Back to you.
Copy that. Well, the two southeast coasts. Hey, we're doing well together today.
Hey, that's right. And we spoke to one of your friends, Dallas. He's been having a bit of antenna problems, I think, and he's dying to talk to you again. He says you don't get any short skips there. Back to you.
Oh yeah, Dallas is an awesome guy over there in Tennessee. Yeah, I was just talking to him, and he's taking his antenna down to do some retuning because it's tuned way down low on the band and not where he wants to use it. Yeah, I told him I wish I could be there to help him, but it's a little far to travel. He's probably 400 miles away. Dallas and I have met in person, but we kind of met in the middle.
Yeah, that's it. He said he met you at one of these ham fests. So yeah, it's probably best if I stay away from these things. I'll probably get in trouble if I get any more radios. We've been trying to get a bit of involved over this side.
I think we're kind of losing the connection, Kate. You're kind of fading out of there. But I did hear you say that Dallas was worried about getting in trouble. I don't think that would happen. His wife is as big of a sweetheart as my wife, and as big of a sweetheart as you are.
Hey, that's it. And I'll tell you what, Mel's a big sweetheart as well. So, yeah, we're very lucky, I think. So, great to catch you there at the Moa Junkie. Mr. John, 151. I hope you can still hear me. All the best, 73.
Copy all of that, Kate. Yeah, you came back in that time. Yeah, it came right back up. All right, Kate, have yourself a great weekend, and I hope you get a ton of DX. Needlebender 01 in England. Kate, have a good one. 151 Moa Junkie in South Carolina. I'll be standing by.
Hey, all the Said Bob, and say hi to Barbara for me. All the best, you guys. 7-3.
Daddy is calling. Daddy is calling from Germany. Hola, break.
Hola.
The QDX is 010, Prince Edward Island, Canada. 010, Prince Edward Island, standing by.
010151, South Carolina. Waving a hand.
Hey, 191 South Carolina. You're making a good trip up here to Prince Edward Island. How's things in South Carolina today?
Oh, things are pretty good, but the numbers are 151. You got 151. How are things up there on Prince Edward Island today? Is it cold or you got some good weather today?
Actually, it's pretty mild. It's about 15 degrees Celsius, so I would say that's probably 63, 64, I guess, maybe 60-ish. A little bit of wind. We're supposed to be getting a bit of a nor'easter today with some 50-mile-an-hour winds and a lot of rain, but nothing's really happening yet, so it was a good time. I got outside, got some firewood cut up, and I come in and just see what was on the radio there, Roger.
Copy that. Yeah, batten down the hatches and make sure all the antennas are secure. 50-mile-an-hour winds, that can be a little scary sometimes.
Yeah, roger that. I've just got a little 5/8 wave antenna there. It's only about 10 feet off the ground, and she holds up pretty good in the wind there. We had Hurricane Fiona last year, and I think the winds were about 190 kilometers an hour, so I'm not sure what that is. That'd probably be about 70 or 80 mile an hour, and she held up pretty well, so she's up there pretty good there, Roger.
Copy that. Yeah, that's one of those times that having it low to the ground is definitely a benefit. And it just goes to show you that you don't really need to have that antenna that high to get some good DX with it.
Yeah, roger that. Some folks attribute it where I am here in Prince Edward Island. Our sand or our soil has a real high iron content. It's actually red in color, and theory is it acts like a really good ground plane, so almost a bit of a benefit having fairly close to the ground. That's the only thing I can think of because it works really well for me.
Copy that. Does it work well for local talk too, or is it better on DX?
Seems to be a little better on DX. I do have a couple of fellas there that are about 30 miles away, and I can talk to them, but sometimes it's a bit of a struggle.
Copy that. Yeah, that's where the height comes in. Yeah, if you want better local, unfortunately you got to go higher. But for DX, hey, as long as you're a quarter wave off the ground, you're gonna do great.
Yeah, roger that. It's been working really well for me there. I'd gotten out of the radio for about 30 years and got in touch with a friend of mine I knew way back then who helped me get some radio equipment, and he was still heavily into it, so he sold me the radio I'm using, which is a President Lincoln 2 Plus, and the antenna, which has been sitting in his attic for years, and he said give it a try and see how well it works for you, and it works pretty good, so I was able to get back in on a fairly low budget. Operate Eddie from there.
Nice, very nice. What do you think about that Lincoln 2? What do you think about the receiver on that? Are you satisfied with yours?
Actually, I am. I'm quite happy with it. It worked really well right out of the box there. Last year, I just ran it barefoot there. I think it's 50 watts, and I had a lot of good DX with it and a lot of positive comments from people I was talking to. I do hear, though, some folks have had some problems. I don't know if it was earlier versions with the radio, but I have to say it has been working quite well for me there.
Copy that. Yeah, I have one of them. I have the first version of it, and yeah, I'm not real happy with the receiver on it. I love the transmitter. I love the look of the radio. I love all the features, but I just don't like the sound that comes out of its speaker.
Yeah, roger that. I do find some days I have to plug in the headphones just to be able to hear 100%, and I do have an old, it's a Canadian radio, a Citizen MPL5 from the 70s that I bought from the same friend of mine. It's a mobile, and I do find if I plug it in, the reception seems to be just a touch better with it, so I guess if there is any shortcomings with it, I have noticed that for sure, Roger.
Copy that. All right. What did you say your numbers were? I'm sorry, I forgot your numbers.
Roger that. 010 there, and QTH, Prince Edward Island. I'm about 30 miles southeast of the capital city of Charlottetown, about a half a mile from the coast there, Roger.
Copy that. All right, 010, Prince Edward Island. I'm familiar with the Prince Edward Island. I have a bad memory, and numbers, they just seem to fall out of my head so easily.
Hey, roger that. Well, I got your numbers wrong as well, so we're kind of in the same boat there, and I'm even worse with names. So if I don't write it down right away there, I've lost it.
Yeah, same here. I just wrote your number down so I wouldn't forget it again. And I had already forgot that you had messed up my numbers. I guess we're even.
Yeah, I guess it comes with age, eh? Yeah, and also you got Todd here, Tango, Oscar, Delta, Delta. So if you want to write that down as well, Roger.
Copy that, Todd. It's on the paper. You got John over here. They also call me Mower Junkie.
Hey, Roger that. And where in South Carolina are you?
I'm pretty much right center of the state. Oh, I don't know, about 25 miles east of our capital, Columbia.
Hey, Roger that. It's been a long time since I've been down that way. It was about 1989, I think, when I was in South Carolina. Girlfriend at the time and I drove down to Myrtle Beach and did the Grand Strand and all that, and also did a little bit of Tennessee and North Carolina as well. Beautiful country down there. I'd love to get down there at some point again.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Especially if you drive back roads. Get off the highway and drive the rural roads. Oh, there really is some beautiful country down here in the South. I just moved down here myself about 9 years ago, and I haven't looked back. I loved Massachusetts, but I don't want to go back.
Roger that. I don't blame you whatsoever. I understand, too, South Carolina is one of the few states that's actually doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, they are doing very well. Upgrades are going on all over the place. Yeah, money-wise, it's definitely increasing. More industry is moving here and creating a lot of good jobs in this state. So yeah, the state has been making major improvements across the entire state.
Hey, Roger that. Well, that's good to hear for sure there. It's nice to see there's states that don't have a lot of red tape and allow businesses to set up for sure there. I think Texas and I believe Arizona are also a couple of good ones, which if I was ever able to move to the U.S., I'd be picking one of those two states or South Carolina for sure there. Especially to get away from the cold climate.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're here. The cold weather just chased us out of the Northeast. It was just, the winter time was just too rough. I mean, even the winters here, I find it to be a little too cold. I want the summer back. I want it to be 95 degrees.
Yeah, Roger that. Life's too short, to have to shovel snow, and I agree with you there. Unfortunately, there's nowhere really we can go in Canada to get away from it unless Vancouver or Victoria, British Columbia, and it's just too expensive for the average Joe to live out there now. A small little house, 600 square feet, you're looking at over $1 million, so it's out of the reach of the average Joe, so we're kind of stuck with the climate that we have. I do love it out here in Prince Edward Island, but the thing I don't like is it's very humid and very damp, and getting up here in age, the joints don't seem to like it very well. So we may look at moving west to Alberta, something like that, where the humidity is a lot less. It is quite a bit colder, but I'm told by friends out there you don't really feel it because you don't have the humidity. So hopefully that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to get away from those large bodies of water in the wintertime. Yeah, that cold damp. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that. I lived right on the coast of Mass, and yeah, I know the cold winters that you speak of. And yeah, I don't blame you for thinking about getting out of there. It's one of these days I would love to do a road trip and just check out all of Canada. I would love to be able to do that because from what I've seen on YouTube and a lot of other areas, you have just as beautiful country as we do.
Yeah, Roger that. We do for sure. I have to say I haven't seen a lot of Canada myself. Ontario is where I'm from, and the East Coast here, I've been to the provinces. I haven't been to Newfoundland yet. As far west as I've been is to Manitoba. So I still got a lot to discover for sure of this country, and it's just so huge, especially when you're driving it. You finally realize just how big this country is for sure, and there's so much that's really uninhabited, a lot of open spaces. So, it's quite the country there for sure. And yeah, if you ever make it up this way, Prince Edward Island is very popular with the tourists. We see a lot of folks from the U.S. in the summertime here, mostly from Massachusetts and Maine and New Hampshire and so on. But we do see quite a few from other states as well, Tennessee and Georgia and so on, Texas even. So yeah, it's a very nice island to visit there for sure, especially if you like food. We got a lot of good restaurants here.
Copy that on the food. Yeah, it's been too long since I had good seafood. You can only get the good seafood up there in the Northeast. All right, Todd, I'm going to step out of here. I'm going to go grab some lunch. It was awesome to reach you today. We had a good, strong connection. Everybody I've talked to today, I've had good, long conversations. It's been a really good connection today. Todd, 010, up there on Prince Edward Island. Hey, have yourself a really good weekend, and thanks for the QSO. You got 151, Moa Junkie, going to get some lunch.
A good idea. I'm going to get myself some lunch as well there, John. It was a pleasure to talk to you. And by the way, yeah, you've been hitting me a 5.9 steady the whole QSO there, so that's great. Have yourself a good weekend there, and we'll catch you again, hopefully. 73s from 010 Prince Edward Island.
Copied all of that. 73s.
How about that Moa Junkie? How about that Moa Junkie in South Carolina? You copy 045, 045, East Coast,
Real quick, 045, I hear you in there, 045. I don't have a strong copy, but I hear you, and I'm going to wish you a happy day, and just say a quick 73s to you.
Okay, thanks very much, Moa Junkie. Pleasure to talk to you at long last. Been waiting a long time to hear your voice out there, John. And my best regards for you and Mrs. Moa Junkie yourself.
Copy that. Thank you very much. I will pass that warm wishes over to Barbara as soon as I see her. She's already gone in the house to get her lunch, and now I'm going to follow. 045, have yourself a great day. You got 151, Moa Junkie, saying 73s. Oh, I think we lost him. Okay, I'm going to get some lunch.